In this video, you'll find out what to do on those days when you got a sleepless night with less than 5 hours of sleep. What can you do to maximize the alertness, productivity, and focus on the next day after such night? It's not only about coffee. I'm gonna go in depth to provide you with the best information on this topic.
Hi, my name is Vlad. I'm a Biohacker Mind founder, and I specialize at helping people to achieve their peak performance through optimizing their health. In this video, we're going to talk about what you can do after you got a sleepless night and what you can do on the next day after such night, how to stay alert and focused and be able to execute your work. If you want to find out all the studies that I mentioned in this presentation that is going to follow after this short intro, you can go by the link below and find everything in the article that is connected to this specific video. So let's dive into my computer and learn more about this topic. So let's learn what you can do after you got a sleepless night and how you can stay alert on the next day. The plan of this presentation is the following. We're going to start by the definition of what sleepless night is. Then we're going to go to a physiology impact it can have on your body. After that, we're going to look at tips and strategies of what you can do naturally on the next day after such night. After that, we're going to look at specific nootropics that you can use in order to, and the ones you should avoid on the next day. The sleep deprivation is a term that can be used if the person gets less than 5 hours of sleep from the previous night. We all know that in order to recover all vital body functions, you need to get at best 7 to 8 hours per night. The 5 to 7 hours can be possible normal range for the most people. It depends on your genetics, lifestyle, and the state of your overall health. For example, if you got high level of inflammation in the body or you're recovering from an intense workout, then you probably need to get more than 8 hours per night. And if your body is in perfect condition, you can still get away with 5 to 7 hours and feel normal on the next day. In this particular video presentation, we're going to talk about the situation when you got less than 5 hours from the previous night. We all know that sleep is essential for our body recovery. It plays an important role in hormones, neurotransmitters, and organ restoration. And also during sleep, our brain analyzes the information that we got from the previous day. So sleep deprivation can lead to problems with learning. The aftermath of sleep-deprived night or the next day can be the cause of problem with making decision and thinking, reduction in focus, decrease in willpower, motivation, changes in mood and memory, and irritation. What are the specific tips that you can implement after you got a sleepless night on the previous day? So first of all, make sure that you're not oversleeping during the next daytime for more than 1 to 2 hours to not mess with your regular time when you go to bed. Second one is you need to be exposed to the daylight during the first half of the day and until late evening, if it's possible with your time of the year when it gets dark. It is sending the signals to your brain that it is day and you should be awake during this time period, and that's what you need. Avoid always being in a dark room without windows and at the office or at home. Third one is to implement cold shower or a small cardio activity at the first half of the day. Don't overdo it, since I don't recommend using cold shower for more than 1 to 2 minutes. And you can also implement light cardio activity for more than 10 minutes. It can put your body under additional unnecessary stress if it will be overdone. Avoid soft chairs at which you are sitting, since it can put you to sleep much easier and will make you less productive. Make sure that your blood sugar is stable and thus you don't have any unnecessary crashes of energy during the day. Consume more fatty foods, fatty proteins, the ones still gonna spike your blood sugar. And also you should consume carbs with lower glycemic index like buckwheat, oats, etc. If you're gonna use carbs with a high glycemic index, then make sure that you're also consuming fiber, since it slows down sugar absorption and decreases the glycemic index of food. Let's get into specific nootropics which you can use in order to overcome the sleepless night. First of all, let's talk about the nootropics you should avoid. There are the most powerful stimulants that are gonna activate your central nervous system through different mechanisms and systems. Their names are modafinil, DMA, and Adderall. But when you got less than 5 hours of sleep on the previous night, your body is already in the state of the huge stress. I don't recommend overwhelming your central nervous system when it's already been attacked by a sleep-deprived night. You're gonna pay the double price on the next day and feel completely terrible and disabled to do anything. And your central nervous system is gonna take a huge hit, much bigger than it would get in natural condition. I recommend to use very powerful stimulants only when you had clean 7 to 8 hours of sleep on the previous night. Even in normal condition, I'm not an advocate to use them at all. The next thing that you should be aware is the overconsumption of coffee. I recommend to take 1 to 2 cups of coffee max, which is going to provide you with 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is be enough for you to go through such day. The rule is that the more coffee you drink, the bigger the withdrawal will be. At one period of the day, you're gonna feel terrible because of the caffeine crash that will occur. If you combine the sleep-deprived night with it, you're gonna feel very fatigued and not be able to do anything. So again, it's unnecessary to exceed the daily consumption amount, and you need to stay in the regular daily consumption zone. The first nootropic that I recommend using is L-tyrosine. It is an amino acid or a building block of proteins in simple terms that helps your body to build dopamine and noradrenaline, which are neurotransmitters that provide you with the state of alertness and concentration. That is something that is gonna perfectly help you to stay alert on the next day. I recommend using 500 to 700 milligrams of L-tyrosine 2 hours before and after the meal on an empty stomach, since it is going to help with its absorption and going to make it much more efficient to use. The second nootropic is Rhodiola rosea, which is an adaptation that helps to fight fatigue and feels like a nap in a bottle. You can use it during the periods of the day when you feel sleepy. The dosage is something that you need to check yourself based on the forms of Rhodiola rosea that you got. It can be in the form of tablets or in liquid form. I recommend using it 1 to 2 times per day in the first half of the day to fight the fatigue. The last nootropic that I recommend using is dynamine or DMA. It is very similar to caffeine and gained its own popularity in recent years. Not only it boosts energy and focus level on the body, but it also boosts the body oxygen intake. Dynamine blocks adenosine receptors and provides you with acetylcholine, which is responsible for memory and learning. I recommend using 250 to 500 milligrams in the morning for the best results. The conclusion is that you need to use traditional methods like higher sun exposure, cold showers, and cardio activity during the first half of the day. Don't sleep during the day to make sure that you're gonna be able to go to bed on time on the next night. And I also strongly recommend stabilizing your blood sugar level by eating more fat and fatty proteins and slow digesting carbs. The nootropics that I recommend using are 1 to 2 cups of coffee, 500 to 750 milligrams of L-tyrosine, Rhodiola rosea 1 to 2 times times a day, and dynamine in the amount of 250 to 500 milligrams. I also need to avoid the overconsumption of coffee and then use very powerful stimulants such as modafinil, DMA, and Adderall. Thank you for your time.
That was it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to work one-to-one with me, you can go by the link below and book a call with me, where I'm going to provide you with the best information regarding your health and performance optimization, and I'm also going to support you through all your journey. The information that I'm going to provide there is much more unique and advanced than you can see in all my videos. And this is gonna be life-changing, not only for your health, but your life overall. I wish you all the best.